Hello and welcome to Life, Love, and Gardening. I just wanted to show you guys something that I do from time to time. I really forget about my seedlings sometimes that I put in the windowsill or I put outside off to the side or in like my little greenhouse area, and I will forget to water them. And so what I have done here is I will get like a little sandwich baggie and a little piece of paper towel and the seeds that I want to start, and I go ahead and I put them in the paper towel, moisten the paper towel, label it, and I put it inside of a baggie, and I will leave that baggie maybe in a cabinet above where my stove is, and so up there it gets really warm, or maybe I will leave it in a windowsill if it needs light, like something like peppers or something that needs kind of heat and light, or I will put it on top of my refrigerator, and then that way, if I forget, it stays a little bit moist because it's in a baggie and the paper towel is moistened. So typically about a week or so, I would forget about it, and I would say, oh my goodness, I forgot about those seedlings. Let me go check. When I go check, then they're still, moist. And a lot of times they've already sprouted. Sometimes they're long sprouts, which you want to kind of avoid that. But a long sprout is better than a dead sprout. So these are some of the things that I do. After they have sprouted, then I will just take a little cup, like you see here, and I will go ahead and plant them up. And then I will either put them back in my windowsill, or if it's warm enough outside, like in the springtime, then I will just take them and I'll put them outside in a greenhouse or just somewhere in the garden that I will remember to water them. And I found that I have done better this way than any other way, maybe just putting the seed inside of the pot or on a heating mat and, forgetting about it. So this works for me. It may not work for all, but this works for me the best. And it really works if you're doing it on a smaller scale. Now, I will also say that I have done this in a bigger way. For instance, I have taken something like a bell pepper and I've just scraped out, probably close to 100 seeds. And I will sprinkle it inside of a cup or a pot and, cover it with dirt. But this is after I've put them in the paper towel and a couple of them have started to sprout. So once I've seen that, a couple have started to sprout, and when I say a couple, it's more like several. So, 20 or so, 30, maybe almost all of them have sprouted. And so I will then take them and put them in a pot, with soil, and then I will, lightly cover, and I will take it. And what I did this season was I just took it, and because it was springtime and it was already really, really warm and into the 80s, I just took it outside and I put it on one of my tables outside, and I just let it, continue to grow. I let them sprout outside and get a really good size, and then I will just go through and break them up and either put them in little individual pots, or you can start planting them out in your garden bed, and so that is another way that I have done them. So you can do it on a smaller scale, and you can do it on a slightly larger scale if you like, but you just have to make sure that you have enough cells or enough cups or enough pots or enough places in your garden to put them, or you are going to waste a lot of seedlings if you don't have the things you need in order to get them planted out once they have sprouted. So this is just like a little quick tip or tidbit, just sharing something that I have done several times over. If you have been growing for a while, and if you have ever put anything on a heating mat, you know that those heating mats really dry out your trays, pretty. You have to stay on top of it. It will dry your trays out pretty fast, and you can't allow your seedlings to, dry out, or they won't sprout, or they won't be healthy. And so this has really worked for me. And so it might not work with all seeds, but it does definitely work with pepper seeds and what other seeds? Pepper seeds, and this actually works with tomato seeds. As you see here, I'm doing tomatoes, I'm doing peppers, and I'm also doing an herb, Good King Henry, which is like a celery tasting plant. as you can see here, I am trying to be gentle with these seedlings as I'm pulling them out. Sometimes they go through the paper towel, and you want to make sure that you're not breaking off the tails of these seedlings here, because that's going to keep them from growing. And so you want to make sure that you keep intact as much of that tail as you can. You don't want to ruin your hard work. Or really, this is not hard work doing it this way. At least not to me. It's not hard work. This is easy. But you don't want to ruin your seeds. Okay? So make sure you're being gentle when you're pulling them out of these paper towels. And so I just wanted to show you guys some that I did last week. And they're looking really good. They're growing big, getting plenty of sunlight and rain here lately. And so they're looking healthy. And this is what you guys will have to look forward to if you decide to give my little plastic bag sprouting a go. And hopefully it'll work out for you as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please like, comment, subscribe, or follow, and share. You guys have a blessed one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.